Hey everybody, it's Farmer Matt here at the Dacha Project in Freeville, New York. It is the summer solstice today, and we're here in the hoop house to show you the progress. We showed you how we set up the plastic in here, how we set up the irrigation. Now you can see what it looks like after about 5 or 6 weeks of the plants being in the ground. Right by the entrance, we just have a few zucchini plants, and then you'll see in the middle here we've got some melons and cucumbers, peppers here, and tomatoes on either side. And if you walk down the center aisle with me a little bit, you can see some of the fun things I like to do in here. Some of these have gotten a little weedy, so I do have to weed a little bit. You can see this is a pepper plant here, but next to it I've got a watermelon. But the watermelon is surrounded by pepper plants, and that's because the watermelon is going to really sprawl out and the pepper plants will grow nice and tall, so they'll share the space kind of nicely. So as you come down this row, you'll see that I've interplanted watermelon with the peppers all along this row. This right here is a good example of what it'll look like, the pepper plant kind of growing above and the watermelon growing below. As this pepper plant leaps out a little more, it'll shade the watermelon a little bit, but that's actually okay. In the heat of summer, squash and watermelon and melon do okay with a little bit of shade. So they'll share this space really nicely and both set a good crop. If you come over here to the tomatoes, I can show you quickly what we do to maintain these tomatoes throughout the growing season. So you see that we have a wire, and we trellis all of our tomatoes to a single stem. So you'll see there's a node here between a leaf arm and the main stem, and it started growing another stem. And I'm just going to prune this off. This one got really big because I didn't prune in here enough. You can see there's another one here, there's another one here. This will keep the plant to one main stem, and then you just wrap it around the wire as it goes up. One other great tip that I learned is I learned to get this really sturdy twine for twining the tomatoes. This is baling twine, which they use to make hay bales and straw bales. And kind of the normal twine that you would get at a farm store can't support the full load of tomatoes, but this baling twine can, and it's biodegradable. So at the end of the year, I can just cut it off at the top, and it'll just compost over the winter in the soil here while the chickens live in this hoop house. You can also see on the sides that I've got the sides rolled up a little bit. This lets me control the heat in here a little bit. Today's kind of a cool day. We've had a cool spring, so I've just rolled the sides up a little bit. This keeps it maybe 5 or 10 degrees warmer in here than outside, making good growing conditions for all these warm weather loving crops that I have in here. So we'll check back in a little later and you'll see the progress further on in the season.